Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit in this video about EasyTune, what it is and how it kind of works. But I'll start with just introducing myself. So my name is Bruce Cullen. I am the head of business strategy here at Cookdown. And yeah, as I say, today is all about EasyTune. But before I jump in, I'll just give you a little bit of background as to the why of EasyTune, because obviously that's very important in understanding the solution. So traditionally, when you were tuning alerts in SCOM, you'd have to go and effectively tune each individual rule, monitor, or discovery manually, one by one, right-clicking them and setting what the override value should be, setting the target, showing where, deciding where those overrides should be stored. It was all in all a very painful and labor-intensive process when you had thousands and thousands of workflows to tune. It's one of those problems that's been around since the beginning of SCOM, and we're frankly surprised that nobody's really fixed before us now. But it is a problem that we think needs fixing, and that is where EasyTune comes in. So EasyTune makes it really easy to tune overrides en masse from what's called tuning packs. Tuning packs are essentially CSV files, which you can open and edit in good old Excel. That's really important because it means you can send them to your SQL expert or your IAS expert or whatever it is. They don't need to have any SCOM knowledge. They just need to have a copy of Excel and some time. How we usually kind of see this play out is the SCOM expert will book a meeting with the SQL expert and they'll go through it together. But it enables that discussion to happen without looking at the SCOM console, and then allows you to effectively set overrides en masse based on the contents of that file. There's some other important elements to our EasyTune. There is a community element to EasyTune, where you can get tuning packs from the community. This is really useful if you're monitoring something new for the first time. Let's say you've just installed SQL 2012 and you want to set up monitoring for it. Traditionally, you would have installed whatever management pack is needed for the product you're wanting to monitor, and probably gone with the defaults and then throttled down the alerts based on what you got or based on who complained. Whereas with EasyTune, you'd basically import the tuning pack and set that tuning up out of the box based on community contributed and curated tuning packs. So there's some kind of level of confidence there that they're going to be sensible. So that's the high-level overview of EasyTune. Now let's get stuck in and show you what it does and what it looks like. So anyone that's used SCOM before will be familiar with the standard process of setting overrides up. So you come in here, you set an override up for a monitor or a rule or whatever it might be. You'd specify the target of that override. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You basically specify where the override should live, and you go through each thing you wanted to override one by one, doing this. It's many clicks. It's very time consuming, and that's what we're kind of up against. So EasyTune is essentially a management pack you install into SCOM. You can see it here in the administration section. It appears in the administration pane here on the left-hand side. When you install it, you get a option for tuning packs, which when you click on it looks like this. So the first thing you'll see in the middle here is the packs are grouped by their source. So there are ones from the community store. The community store is essentially a GitHub repository that contains, as I was saying earlier, community curated tuning packs. So you know that you can have some level of confidence in the values set in those. They're not just kind of made up. There's also a local store. So this is if you've created or modified some of the community tuning packs or have created one yourself from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the SQL Server 2012 tuning pack, and I'm going to tune globally from this pack. So I'll click in the Actions pane, Tune Globally All Objects. The next thing you're asked for is your tuning level. So each of these tuning packs contains levels. A blank one will include discovery only and MP default by by default, which is really quite important. If you wanted to create an entirely blank one and you wanted to know what the MP defaults were to get a feel of what the author of that management pack had intended, you would get that for free. But then you'll see some other bits and pieces in here. So in this one, for example, we have balanced, essentials, and full. So these are effectively the values set in the CSV file, aka the tuning pack for SQL Server 2016. These are entirely customizable in Excel. We're just importing the contents of that Excel CSV file. So I'm going to set discovery only up for SQL Server 2012. In the bottom section here, you see what it's going to do. So you can see it's going to tune these two management packs, the discovery and monitoring management pack. You can see what exactly it's going to do. So the workflows it's going to override and what it's going to do. So the default and then what your override is going to be. You can see just on the side of this scroll bar, there's quite a lot here. So we're going to do that. So we're going to hit next and specify where these overrides should live. It's best practice to store your overrides in a management pack for those overrides rather than to include them in any other management pack. If you accept the defaults, EasyTune will create a custom management pack for your overrides. Now, the reason why that's a good idea is then that summary view you got on the previous screen is added to the knowledge tab of that created management pack, which is really useful when it comes down to working out what's been set and who's done what. But you can also obviously specify a custom management pack for those overrides. I'm going to accept the defaults in this case. And in the summary here, you get the target, destination management pack, and the tuning level, and obviously the summary, so you can see what it's going to do. I hit finish here to get this going. So SCOM is now effectively creating overrides to everything in this tuning pack and storing them in this management pack. So it does take a little while. As you can see from the size of the scroll bar, there's probably, I think it was 1,400 from memory overrides that are being set here. So that was easy. 1,400 overrides set in maybe a minute. Pretty good. You'll notice in here that the global tuning level is set to discovery only for SQL Server 2012. Let's expand these out here quickly. So that's great. So it's all well and good setting up your levels. The next piece of the puzzle that's important is making sure that they don't get sort of changed. So this could be management packs with tuning in taking precedence over the ones you've created. This could be another SCOM administrator coming in and setting overrides another way. This could be anything like that. And we have a nice easy way of tracking what we call config drift. I'm just going to very quickly set Tomcat up to show this off. I'm going to set discovery only for Tomcat up, which should be quick because there aren't that many overrides in it. And I'll show you what this looks like in practice. So you get, and this is done importing the created management pack. You'll see a piece of UI that allows you to see what the value is in the tuning pack you specified should be applied, and then what's actually been applied, and also a way of tracking down any drift from those values. Right, so that's gone through. So you can see in this bottom section here in the detail view, configure tuning, global level, discovery only. So if I now click into this, you get a list of workflows, parameters, target, which is what you specified in the tuning pack, and then effective, which is what's actually been set. And you can see a column here called config drift, which basically compares these two values. So these are all looking good, there's one at the bottom with an incorrect value. This one here at the bottom. So if I click into this one, double click, you get a bit more information, which is really helpful for troubleshooting why this is. Here we go. So you can see here someone in my custom monitoring overrides has specified something. So you can tell my custom monitoring overrides is a management pack. Obviously, so you can go and start the troubleshooting process from there. So obviously, keeping on top of this is very important to maintaining a healthy SCOM overrides sort of story. Where next? So the other thing you could do is you can actually create tuning packs yourself. So for this example, I'm going to create a new one. Whoops, I should have explained what I was doing there. So on the right-hand side, you've got an option under Tuning Pack Administration Tasks to create a tuning pack for management packs or packs. So you can specify which management packs should be included in the tuning pack you're about to create. So I'm going to specify SQL Server, I don't know, 2012 and 2014 in this list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 management packs. And click OK. There they are. Next. I'm going to give my tuning pack a name. So this tuning pack is going to be called BC Corp SQL 2014 plus 2016 tuning pack. So let's fix my typo quickly. I'm notorious for them. You give your pack a description and say who wrote the thing. So I wrote this pack. And specify where this tuning pack is going to be stored. So by default, the value you get here is the place that EasyTune is looking for the local repository. So in my case, that's CT tuning. So I'm going to create that tuning pack. All right, so it's done. I can see now it's opened C:/CT tuning _tuning, and you can see two things. You can see my Excel file, my CSV, and the JSON file, which contains the metadata useful for use for importing the CSV. Because it's just a CSV, obviously, the whole power of the solution is I can now open this in Excel, which I'm going to do, and we're going to change some things. So when Excel's done its thing, and open the file, you'll see in this file a list of all of the workflows that are included. Ooh. You will see, let's just expand out these columns a little bit. You will see in here, you've got all of the management pack ID for the management pack you're tuning, list of all the workflow type, whether it's a rule, discovery, or monitor, the display name, the description, the override parameter name, override parameter type, and the management pack's default value. You also get a custom column. So the custom column is where you can go in and specify your levels. So these columns are effectively the levels. So I'm going to rename this from custom to BC custom level. I'm going to set some things up in here. So the default for this workflow here, whatever it is true. I'm going to set this to false. And I'm going to change this to 1. You get the idea. And save this CSV. So now, if I go back into EasyTune and hit refresh, so it picks up that there's a new tuning pack there, you'll see my tuning packs available to select tuning from. So now I'm going to again set global level. No, I'll do group level this time, but a variation for this new pack. And you'll see in the drop down that I get discovery only and MP default, which are you get with any new tuning pack you create, because we can tell what discovery only looks like, and we can tell what the management packs you've selected defaults are. You also get your custom level from the Excel file. So BC custom level is what I'm going to pick. You select your group you want this tuning pack to apply to. So I'm going to find SQL group or 2, SQL Server. It's 2012 and 14, wasn't it? 2012 database group, for example. hit OK, and again you get the summary of what exactly you've done, so it's quite a small subset here. Again, you'd specify where that the override is going to be created, so I'm going to accept the defaults and hit finish. So we'll have to bear with SCOM while it does its thing in the background. Shouldn't take too long for 3 overrides. You never do know with SCOM sometimes how long things will take. Almost there. There we go. And you will see that you can see choose group 1. That's the high-level overview of that area. The other option you've got under the administration page is Cheney Reporting. The Cheney Reporting is quite useful to know about because when you've created quite a few tuning, you set quite a lot of tuning up from tuning packs, you'll have quite a large list. So this report view allows you to slice and dice your tuning packs by a couple of things. So by targets, you can see global target. You can see one's targeting group or groups. You can see the tuning pack view. This is the sort by tuning pack, which is quite similar to the default, and by target type. So group level ones or global level ones. So it's quite useful. And if you double click on any of these, you'll see the summary of what is tuned. There you go. So it's the same view as you get on the summary when you're setting up a new tuning pack, but that's really useful for working out what's happened. And that, in a nutshell, is EasyTune. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It would be really great if you guys could share it and let us know what you think of EasyTune, and hopefully really enjoy it and just get the value from it. And as we feel this fixes a really core key SCOM problem, we really do think that every SCOM deployment in the world needs this solution, and EasyTune is obviously free as well. So we're not looking to even like charge you for this functionality. So it's pretty good and pretty powerful what you get out of the box. So hopefully see you on subsequent videos. I'll be looking to do one to explain EasyTune Pro at some point with some additional features and some of our other solutions as we go. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and see you soon.